again everyone, and welcome back for another video on from Lakeside. So today, Wednesday, I received two decoders, one from the Modeler Centre and another one from Roads and Rails. The Roads and Rails decoder is this one, which is a Locksound version 5 mini decoder with a stay alive. It's a sound decoder with a stay alive and a speaker. So to cut the video down in time, what I've done, I've taken the shell off, which was a job and a half in itself, and I've connected up the new decoder and stay alive, and what I've done is I've taken a section of the seats out here, just here, so that I could put the speaker up against the motor housing, and I've just black tacked that up against the end. I've then installed all the decoder and stay alive in this section here, which is sunk down, so I'm hoping I should have enough room now in height to fit the shell back on. I should do. It's not much higher than what it was, to be honest, and looking at it, that is not higher than this here, the partitions, so I'm hoping that that will go swimmingly. I've taken the previous decoder out, obviously, so I'll save that to put into something else, which I haven't DCC'd yet, and I've got a couple in mind for that. And so what I need to do now is get my rolling road down and controller, Z21 out, and see if it works. And the reason why I've done this is purely so that, done it this way, is purely so that I can cut down on the video time. It really is just a case of, once you've got the shell off, is plugging in the 8-pin socket and then just laying all the other stuff within this motor housing here and the speaker. So it's not that complicated, to be honest. Yeah, so the next thing is to see if this works on the rolling road, program it in, and hopefully that'll be job done. And I've always intended to fit sound into this Derby Lightweight because they just sound fantastic, and they remind me of a bus engine, and it just has to have sound, this one. So that's the reason for doing this. This was a cheap eBay jobby, which didn't run too well when I first got it, but it's okay, it runs lovely now. So let's get the rolling road down, and we'll hook it up and see what happens. If that goes all okay, then I've got this here, which is the Next 18 decoder just here, and the Stay Alive just here for the Locomotion 1, and I'm hoping to get all this lot fitted into the tender. So that'd be the next job after I finish this. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Hello again. Right, so this is now all back together and working like a dream. So I've managed to put the decoder into the top here, along with the Stay Alive, and yeah, it runs beautifully, it sounds great. I've put in 9 sounds at the moment, or 9 sounds and functions, put it that way, and yeah, but it's like a dream. Derby Lightweights are notorious for taking apart, as regards taking the shell off the chassis, they are horrendous, but even more horrendous is putting them back. Oh dear. I had a hell of a job getting the shell back on this. Not because it was infringing with the decoder or anything, it was because of the clips. There's two either side, front and back, right at the very ends, and it just causes so much aggro. But I got there in the end anyway. But it took me 3 hours, I would think, something like that, to install the decoder and put this back together again. And I would think 2 of those hours was getting this bloody thing back on again. But I got there in the end without breaking anything, so that's good. So if we go through the sounds, lights, running lights front and back. I changed CV29, added a 1 to it, because the running light, they were both showing the same colour at the end, which obviously is wrong. It's either going to be white that end and red that end, or vice versa, and they were both the same colour. So by opening up CV29 and adding 1 to the number, I managed to rectify that, so it's now got the correct colour at each end when it's running. But apart from that, no other changes to the decoder at all. Obviously if you just got one loco and no other lights, then you won't have to do that. But if you've got a dummy car, then you probably will. But yeah, so that's it. So lights are on. Motor, I love this sound. It sounds just like a bus. Horn, guard's whistle, a response back from it. I've got shunting mode on it. It's obviously not a shunter, but if I want to go really slow, then I'll just put that on. If it's, say, coming out of the heritage yard, I can put that on and it will just crawl along nicely. There's probably about another 15 or so functions and sounds to put on, which I will do later, but I just want to get those primary on, just to give me a start. So if we speed it up, it will change gear there. And again. I've now got the track clatter. And that's it. When you turn the sound off for the motor, it does actually just fade away rather than just bang, a straight stop. So I can now say that's complete, apart from adding a few more functions and sounds. So the next job on the list is to do locomotion, and that is what I've got to fit. So it's a Next 18 decoder here and a Stay Alive here, and they should just, yeah, they will just plug into each other. So you've got a socket there and a socket there. They just plug in, and then I've got to hide it all within the tender. Being small, then they should be okay. I'm going to take the speaker out because I don't need it. I'm not going to put sound in it. So I should take this speaker out to give me a bit more room. So I will put this video up because I think the locomotion one is going to take a little bit longer, and I didn't want to make a long video showing both of these. So I will put this one up, and then when I get round to doing locomotion, I've got a few bits and pieces to do first. When I get round to doing that, then I'll put that video up as well. So that's two more videos to look forward to, this one and the locomotion. Plus obviously the Christmas video, if I can get around to doing it. Time is very precious at the moment, so I'm not even sure that I'll be able to do it, but I'll give it a go. Okay, that's it for now, folks. So once I've done this and the locomotion, I'll put them both on the track on Lakeside and let you see them running around, like I did with the Deltic the other day. Okay, so bye for now. Oh, before I go, I'm still wading through all the replies to that video on the Deltic, so bear with me. I will answer them all. Okay, bye for now. Bye.